Are you happy to see this face right now? Are you happy you just clicked on the video? Who am I kidding? You're always happy to see this face. Today, we are reacting to the last honest streamer. Second to last. They forgot me. But it is another golf cart video. You guys know we'd love to watch these videos, and it's a banger. I'm pretty sure this one is a CaseOh golf cart video. I'm excited. If you're excited, put a me right now. Go in the comments, right? I'm excited, Kips. And do a little like and subscribe, please. Probably won't even do any of that. But let's watch the video.
For whatever reason, the internet loves the spectacle. The bigger it is, the louder it is, the more expensive it looks, the better it performs. Look at the top of Twitch right now.
Wait, I'm sorry, I have to do it. CaseOh, Blackboy Max, Dib Ronaldo, Bruce, XUC. No NeoKipz? Bro, what?
Twitch right now.
Wait.
It's flooded with million-dollar mansions, celebrity subathons, streamers buying their 10th dream car. Everything seems to be built around the question, how much money can we burn on camera? And then there's this guy. CaseOh is interesting because on paper, he's doing almost everything wrong. His production quality is kind of garbage.
CaseOh, where'd he come from? 200,000 viewers playing Fall Guys yesterday.
Yeah, it wasn't even zoomed in or cropped.
His setup isn't designed to be some massive content machine. Half the time he's live, he's playing some random game most people have never even heard of.
Your costume sucks, kid.
I mean, when your entire job is getting people to watch you, you don't turn down a Mr. Beast video. But CaseOh did.
CaseOh did not respond to my message.
And somehow, despite doing the opposite of what the internet tells creators they're supposed to do, he's still one of the biggest streamers on the planet. How does that happen? The honest answer is that none of this should have worked, because CaseOh's had the odds.
The honest answer is, it's because he's himself all the time. He actually enjoys what he does, and he streams very consistently. That's the answer. He is honest, he is funny, and it's amusing, bro. It's awesome to watch because he's a good guy. That's the honest answer. Facts.
Stacked against him since day one. Case Baker grew up in rural Arkansas.
Holy leaks! Government name and where he lived? Oh, hell no. Yo, holy leaked, bro.
The town has a population just
leaked, check Twitter.
Over 1,500. It's the kind of place where a new Walmart makes the front page, and where the churches outnumber the stoplights. Towns like that don't have a lot going on. So, as a quiet kid, Case did what quiet kids in quiet towns have always done. He disappeared into a screen. In this case, a PlayStation. Call of Duty on repeat. And when YouTube started blowing up in the early 2010s, he was right there watching Nadeshot and the Optic guys build something that didn't exist a decade earlier. He watched gaming turn from a thing you did after school into an actual career.
Well, how does this sound? Making a living and even a small fortune just playing video games.
The biggest names were clearing their parents' annual salaries in a single weekend. And after watching that, it became Case's dream job. The problem was, he knew the odds, especially in his situation. His Wi-Fi was barely good enough to even watch YouTube. Uploading to it or streaming on Twitch.
Do you think this is all true information, or like, do they say this just to like make the video like ramp up? You know what I mean? Like to like add like, they say add beef to the burger. Is that what they say?
Forget it. So he buried it. He graduated high school, bounced between jobs, often working 2 at a time just to keep the lights on. For 6 years. 6 years of clocking in somewhere he didn't want to be. 6 years of watching other guys his age blow up online doing the exact same thing he'd given up on. By the end of it, Case was broke. Burnout. He was one bad.
Okay, CaseOh. He was showing off the six-pack, bruh. That's my type of build? Yeah, me too, bro. Wait, what is this? Why we got the same pick, though? Why we got the same pick? Yo, oh, bro, we doing the same. Yo, I'm literally hitting the same emojis, too. I'm, like, covering the face.
That week away from walking into a recruiter's office and signing up for the military. Then his mom stepped in, and she asked him the question that changed everything. Why not take a real shot at the whole streaming thing? What's the worst that happens? Now, streaming is one of the most competitive jobs on the planet, and if you're like Case, trying to pursue it full-time, you need to understand, there's levels to this.
Facts.
Level 1, you can quit your job. Level 2, you're living large. And at level 3, you're the top 1% of the top 1%. Now, there's no direct translation from Twitch viewers to money, so for the sake of the example, we're going to say you reach level 1 at around 100 viewers. Once you're there, you can take the leap to streaming full-time, which getting there sounds totally reasonable.
Yes and no. If you have 100 viewers, you probably make... If you have 100 viewers consistently averaged, you probably make like guaranteed 2.5K a month. Cause if you have 100 consistent viewers every stream, you're probably getting like 500 subs, which is around $2,000, and ads and bits. You're probably making a consistent 2K a month, which some people can live off of, but like some people have to pay rent. Some people have to. Who knows what your situation is?
It's not. Somehow convincing 100 people to watch you live is brutal. In the past year, 18.4 million people opened up Twitch and broadcasted live on the platform. I want you to guess how many of them actually made it to level 1. Seriously.
How many people made it to level 1, chat?
Throw a number out there.
I'm gonna say 80,000. No, that's even too much. I'm gonna say 25,000.
Answer is 165,536. That's less than 1%. For every person who gets to level 1, there's 100 that don't. Every big streamer you see today spent days, weeks, if not months streaming to an audience
Say you swear he's gonna put me up on here.
of 0. I mean, take Jinxie for example. He streamed to just 5 viewers for a year and a half before he ever made it.
5 viewers? He's grinding!
And I'm throwing all of these numbers at you for a reason, because without them, you wouldn't understand how truly insane what happens next is. Okay, so hate to interrupt myself here, but let's say you're like CaseOh and don't love your day job. Maybe
You throw an ad at me right now, I'm ending the stream. The stream ends if you throw an ad at me mid-video. We're 4 minutes deep. Your ad time is over. I would have watched the ad maybe at 30 seconds. Ad time. If you throw an ad at me, video's over.
you're not all that interested in streaming, but you've got a business idea and just don't know where to actually start. Well, let me tell you about WAP. And that will renew your business using the CaseOh hit level
60 seconds video.
1 in the first hour of his first ever stream, and he didn't just get lucky.
Not only do you have the ad type right, you already have the ad type right. I've already seen the ad type right, but you're gonna waste a minute for ads? He gotta pay rent too? Fairs, bro. We'll watch the ad.
He's working while you're working.
Alright, I watched enough ads.
24 hours, y'all took me from nothing to crazy.
You see, CaseOh hit level 1 in the first hour of his first ever stream, and he didn't just get lucky.
Hey, y'all came through deep from the top, man.
In the days before he went live for the first time, CaseOh was already laying the groundwork. He spent days filming and editing clips of him playing NBA 2K23. And on September 10th, 2022, he uploaded 22 videos to TikTok.
That's
The next
crazy.
morning, he woke up.
It's crazy because that used to work back then, like when TikTok actually had good algorithms. Like if you posted you could post infinite amount of TikToks and they would all go, like they could all go crazy. You can't do that. You can only post 10 now. I think it's even lower. I think it might have been 5 now. But he posted 22 TikToks in one day, and apparently he woke up with like a crazy amount of shit.
over 10,000
That's insane.
followers, and a comment section flooded with one question. So that night, he went live for the first time, and the floodgates opened.
When I look down and I see 126 viewers, bro, I cannot believe it.
From that day on, he followed the same routine. Clock in the 9 to 5, hit the second job, cut a few lawns, then come home and stream until he couldn't keep his eyes open.
I don't want to go sleep, man. I don't want to go to work, man. I want another build, dog. All I want to do is make builds and play 2K forever. Why do I gotta go work?
After each stream, he'd find the best moments, clip them, and fire them back onto TikTok. The loop fed itself. Inside a week, he'd blown past 100,000 TikTok followers. Every stream was pulling 500 plus concurrent viewers.
That's
You
crazy.
said call the boss quit, this your life now, cuz? Dude, imagine.
And the number that actually mattered, he was making more money streaming at night than he was at his day job.
And no, y'all literally just donated more than I make in a week in one night. Bruh.
But CaseOh kept his head on straight. What shows up overnight can also disappear overnight. So before he quit his day job, he needed proof that this wasn't a fluke. So he made a deal with his chat, hit 5,000 Twitch subs, and he'd quit his job.
This a day we're gonna remember forever, you feel me? This a day we gonna remember forever. You know I love y'all, man. Thank you, bro. It's all y'all, you feel me?
Chat, what number of subs would we have to hit for me to quit my day job? We're at 31 subs right now. You know what, bro? 32 subs right now, I quit my day job. 32 subs. We get a sub right now, I'll quit my job, bro. Nah, chat. Chat, if we get 1 sub right now, I'll quit my job. Deadass. Nah, chat, but deadass, like, if we get 1 sub, like this second. No. This second, guys, I'll quit the job. No, but seriously, what?
Thank you, man. Full-time CaseOh in the building, and I'm laying in their mouth, too.
Within just a few weeks, it was a done deal. Case's fan base was new, but dedicated, and they wanted to see him pursue this thing full-time.
Like I said, I've been dreaming of wanting to, be a streamer, a content creator since I was 13 years old. I finally took the leap, bro. I finally took the leap, and y'all came through for you, boys. For real, y'all came through crazy.
No,
Now,
but seriously,
it wasn't
what?
all sunshine and rainbows from here.
me
His
stop.
internet was still garbage, like genuinely bad. Streams would lag or even just end because the connection bottomed out.
Do you see what I deal with?
And when you're trying to build an audience, that's the kiss of death.
5K subs, 5,000 times 6 is 30K, divided by 2 is 15,000, plus a little bit more is around $17,000, plus ad revenue, if he was averaging around 200 viewers, is around probably like a few $100, so he probably made like 18 bands that month.
If your stream ends,
W
they
Pocket
move on to
Watch.
the next. Eventually, numbers started slipping. For a couple months, it looked like maybe the whole thing was a fluke. Maybe the bubble had already popped.
You know, I've seen the numbers when I very first started. You know, the hype was there because I first blew up. Had like 800 viewers every night. Then y'all seen it dip to like, 100, 150. I was like, I gotta do something different or it's gonna go under.
Then he picked up a different game, Hogwarts Legacy. It was kind of a weird choice. It had a totally different audience from the 2K crowd he'd built, but he streamed it anyway, clipped a moment, and posted it to TikTok.
Well, I see the sun peeking through the window a little bit. Sleep schedule gone now. Gotta make Hufflepuff proud, though. Hey, it is what it is, man.
That one video alone pulled in over 18 million views. Just like that, he's back. Viewership climbs to 600, keeps climbing, month after month, every week another clip going viral, another wave of new viewers funneling straight into the stream. The snowball was rolling again. By May 2023, CaseOh was averaging over 2,500 viewers, a legitimate name in streaming culture.
If you don't know who he is, you gotta be living under a rock.
And this is level 2. At level 2, you're starting to live large. You're in big boy money territory. At this point, you're not going to bed afraid the whole thing vanishes overnight.
All right, man, my dad. Get him out of here!
With over 2,500 average viewers, CaseOh was sitting somewhere just inside the top 1,000 streamers on Twitch. Incredible by any measure, but remember,
Amazing.
Twitch is stacked top heavy. And when I say top heavy, I mean it. At any given moment, there are about 3 million users on Twitch watching content. When you break down the viewer distribution by channel rank, the picture gets pretty clear. Out of the millions of channels on the platform, the top 250 pull over half the viewership. That's the difference between level 2 and level 3.
That's
While
crazy.
it seems like the easiest jump on the ladder here, it's actually the most difficult. There's a specific
You know what's insane to think about? You know what I just realized? If I went outside and I begged a person every day to watch my stream, and like I begged them, just keep my stream in the background. Bro, we could hit 100 viewers. One new person every day. I just have to beg them. Like, please, bro, like, my family needs this. I need this. You would be making me happy. It would, like, bro, a person a day. 300 days, it's 300 viewers. And at 300 viewers, we're getting paid. I'm only kidding. But do you think there's anybody who has ever done some strat like that? Like, where they just, like, hand out flyers like, here's my Twitch.
blueprint nearly every streamer has followed to make this jump. Here, I'll break it down for you. What you're looking at right now is 5 of the biggest streamers on the planet. Each at the moment they were averaging exactly 2,500 viewers. Pay attention to the setups. None of them are exciting. The rooms are pretty basic, the camera quality kinda sucks, there's no production value. They look like what they are, just guys streaming from their bedrooms. Now fast forward to when those same streamers are pulling 10,000 viewers a night. Everything's changed. The lighting's dialed in. The cameras are crisp. The rooms look intentional. This is the blueprint kicking in, and it all starts with one realization. At this level, streaming isn't just a job anymore. It's a business. And like a business, the goal is to make as much money as possible. The internet, for whatever reason, craves a spectacle. And the spectacle game is pretty easy to play.
Classics.
You've kind of just got to spend money to make money. The setup is just the start. Next comes the move to LA. Buy the mansion, drop the I just bought my dream car video. Hire a dozen editors to pump out clips around the clock. By the time you're clearing 50,000 viewers, it turns into an optimization. Every stream, every upload, every second of content is engineered to milk the cash cow. The longer you stay on the top, the more efficient it becomes. And weirdly, the more the internet praises you for it. But the spectacle only works if people are still looking. Relevancy is the whole game. The second your numbers dip, the money goes with it. So you're forced to stay visible. You hit the podcast circuit, impulsive on Monday and blank on Thursday. You show up to every mainstream streamer event. You become a permanent fixture in the conversation because
I think, I'm going to be honest with you, the biggest way, in my opinion, to stay like irrelevant is to stick with who you are. If you try to change, your viewers are gonna notice and they're gonna stop watching you. I've stopped watching so many streamers because they've changed, and like I've always, I mean, you guys know the streamers I've always watched, like the streamers I've watched from start to finish. Name drop. I don't need to name drop. What is that like? What does that help if I name drop? Like let's say for example, like somebody I've always watched. You guys know I always have watched Ron, right, from start to end. Even when he was like his viewers started dropping, I still watched him. He was still the same person. You know, the only difference with him is he got inconsistent because stuff was going on, and it's understandable. But he came back. He started being consistent. His numbers blew up again. Like that's why like people get scared like when they come up. It's like, oh, am I gonna lose this so quick? It's like, bro, think about somebody like Jinxie, right? Jinxie was coming up, and he was going crazy, and then he had a little point where he kind of hit like a, you know, when you're going up, and then you hit like a, before you go back up, you hit like a, what's it called? Well, I don't know what it's called. Like a plateau. He hit like a plateau, right? And his viewers started going down. I remember everybody was like, oh, Jinxie's falling off. Everybody was saying that. They were like, oh, he's falling off, not as entertaining, blah, blah, blah. Bro, he was just less consistent at that point. You know, he was just less consistent. And he got back on his consistency, back to doing what he loved, started becoming even bigger than he first was. Like, that's what I mean. Consistency is what keeps you relevant. I don't think if you're who you are and you blew up from being who you are, if you just stay consistent, you'll always be relevant. Facts. Falling off only was created, in my opinion, because people try to change who they are, or during TikTok era, everybody just got views on TikTok in like prime COVID, and like nobody wanted to still watch the same people they watched during COVID, and it just fell off because they had all that free time. Facts. Retweet. Also, welcome, bro. What's up, Care? Thank you for the love, bro, from Poland.
The conversation is the product, and the fastest way to stay in the conversation is to stand next to someone bigger than you. Take those same 5 streamers and pull up their biggest streams of all time. Ninja.
We were just watching this!
Drake, Hayden Ross, the Donald Trump interview, Kai Cenat, the LeBron stream that pulled over 1 million concurrent viewers. That's the blueprint. I'm not necessarily saying it's bulletproof or guaranteed, but it's the safe route. Every streamer who's made it to the top 250 has run some version of that exact playbook based on constant evolution. But CaseOh ignored this approach.
When I become a big streamer, I'm gonna be honest, I'll do cool stuff still, and I'll like, but like, I'm gonna be honest, do you guys really, when I become big, do you want me to like collab with all these other big streamers, or do you want me to just stay with who I am and just do shit like in my own element? Like honestly, do you want me to go out and do a world tour with all these other big streamers? Because you gotta realize, those, like, let's sit back and take a second. There's other streamers who I would love to do stuff with, who have shown love, but then there's other people who it's like, they didn't care about me at a certain point, and like, you know, why would they want to only use me now that I'm big? You get what I mean, chat? Or is that me having like a bad perspective? Money and power always corrupt. Not many people that are changing by that influence. Say names. No, I'm just saying in general, bro. Like when you get, like, you always, sometimes there's a way you feel about things in life. And like, that's just how it is. And like, you reach out to people and they don't respond. And then when you get like become this big streamer, they're going to respond now. And it almost makes you think like, damn, you didn't see the vision in me then, and now you want to see the vision because I have views, and like, you know, bringing me on is going to get you more views. It's like, it makes you feel away, but you technically, like, it's weird because you're still supposed to do it from what I was told. Like, you're still supposed to go stream with that person or whatever because it helps you out too. But like, why would I ever want to help somebody out who didn't see what I was and didn't believe in me and hated on me in those private calls? You know what I mean? I'll leave it at that. Those who know, bro, that got a little too real. Bro. I brought a little bit too much light into the picture. But you know what I mean, chat. It's like, it's one of those things, like, I believe in myself, and I know who's got my back. So why would I want to do this with y'all. I want to do it with you guys. This is why I stream. I don't stream for people to pay me, or for people to like. Obviously, the money comes along, but I do this for you guys to entertain, to have fun with you guys, like to just stream and enjoy this shit. You know?
Altogether. His
Why would I want to go out and try to go do something with somebody who's just big just to get numbers up when I could care less about numbers? I've done this streaming shit for years and years now, chat. If I cared about numbers, I'd be sitting here trying to do something, be something I'm not. Ooh!
strategy is quite literally the opposite in just about every possible sense. The last time we talked about CaseOh, he was fresh off of Hogwarts, averaging 2,500 viewers. So let's run that same comparison from earlier and fast forward to when he's at 10,000. Not much has changed. I mean, sure, he did buy a new house, but he moved from a trap house to a trailer just across town. Either way, at the end of the day, his computer monitor is still being held up with a vacuum cleaner.
If I don't have the vacuum cleaner holding up
There's no way this is real. Wait. Is this real?
the back of the monitor, it'll fall over. And then back here are my PCs. You can tell they're being held up by books as well.
And the camera quality
That's so
seems to
fire.
somehow have gotten worse.
Chat, my stream quality is actually so crispy. It looks like it's in 4K.
Since Hogwarts, he's continued to stream 4 to 6 nights a week. Same time, same chat, rotating through whatever random games he feels like. Supermarket Simulator, Grand.
How do you think he picks his games? I've always been curious about that. Bro, he is so good at picking out games because, I mean, obviously he's going to make them entertaining no matter what. Like, he's him. Like, he's himself. Like, he's going to make it entertaining no matter what. But, like, bro, he finds the most, like, obscure games and just, like, they're actually, like, cool games, too.
Dressed to impress.
He plays whatever he wants.
What is this? Why is it on my front page? Playing it.
Games a normal person wouldn't think to stream. But then you watch for 5 minutes and you start to get it.
This is the funniest dude on the internet right now.
Just plays the most random
Everything.
games.
CaseOh, where'd he come from? 200,000 viewers playing Fall Guys yesterday.
Because the game isn't the point. The chat isn't there for the game.
I will say this as well. Not many people are self-made in the industry. CaseOh is self-made. And I also believe Jinxie's self-made. I feel like those two are, like, hands down self-made. A lot of people come up from, like, working with other people, like, streaming with other people first, and then you come up, like I'm gonna be honest, CaseOh and Jinxie are, like, the first two on my mind who's, like, they really blew up off, like, TikTok, them posting their own content, like, them doing their own thing. Congrats. You know how hard that is? That is, like, one of the most impossible things to do.
They're there to watch him fall out of his chair
Like,
for the
they've done
10th
it,
time
bro.
this month and narrate
awesome.
it like he's describing a car accident.
Yo, that almost killed me. Oh! Yo! Chat! The chair is dead, dude!
To watch him get jump scared by a horror game and scream at a volume that blows out the mic. And that's why it worked. By January of 2024, CaseOh was averaging over 50,000 concurrent viewers every single night, making him the number 3 ranked streamer on all of Twitch.
Bro, I didn't see my name on there.
Like, my mind is weird. Like, in my mind, I still don't have the thought of, like, I still made it. Yeah. Because in my mind, I feel like if I have that thought and tell myself that I made it, you don't want to get, like, lazy. It's going to go downhill. Yeah. You know what I mean?
By every metric the industry actually uses, CaseOh is underperforming. He's leaving growth on the table at every possible turn. He doesn't invest in new setups, he doesn't upgrade his gear, and has no real plan to optimize himself. Every analyst will tell you he could be twice the size he is if he just ran the playbook like everyone else. And honestly, they're probably right. But here's the thing. CaseOh never looked at any of that and felt like he was losing something. Buying a house in the hills, pulling up in a supercar, collecting all the things.
I will say, my bad, I'm pausing a lot here. Chat, I'm not really into cars, but the first thing I've got to do when I get money, like, for making it, is I pay off every debt for my family. After you pay off every debt for your family, I feel like you got to buy, like, a nice place. Like, you got to buy a nice place to just, like, get out of wherever you are. Like, I'm sick of being in this basement. Like, I've only ever been here my whole life. I want to go, bro, I want to be able to stream on an upstairs floor. I've never had an upstairs in my life. Like, bro, I've never had an upstairs in a house. Like, I want to have an upstairs. You know how cool that is to have a house with stairs? Like, that's sick. Like, I know some people probably take it for granted, but, like, being able to go up and be like, oh, I'm going to the second floor, like, that's so cool, bro.
Things that say you've made it. None of that ever seemed to be important to him. And there's nothing wrong with wanting those things. A lot of creators go in with exactly that goal in mind. But CaseOh sits in this rare category of someone who actually reached the I made it moment and genuinely doesn't want it.
It was never about, like, being huge. Just, like, because it didn't matter the money. You know, I just wanted to do what I loved for a living. I could be pinching pennies to make it, but as long as I get to stream every day instead of go to work, I was cool with that. You know?
But to be clear, it's not like he's allergic to money. He's the #3 streamer on Twitch.
Thank you,
The
Mug.
guy is doing just fine. But there's a difference between making money and squeezing every last cent out of your audience. He's never done any kind of subathon, he doesn't say yes to every brand that comes knocking, and he doesn't manufacture drama to give the numbers a little bump. The way he sees it, you can't leave money on the table if it was never what you sat down for.
Some of my most favorite jobs I ever had were the jobs where I was making pennies. Yo, I'm not even finna lie to y'all. I think y'all just donated more than my week's paycheck in one night. I'm talking about sitting in the parking lot of the dollar store, having to call my mom, be like, hey, can you spot me $50 for food for the rest of the week? But you know what? I was happy. Like, if I could turn this into something and just be able to do this with y'all every day, that'd be a dream come true. Yeah, I was broke, but it was all right because the job was cool. Dude, I'm not worried about Twitch ad revenue. I would rather people have a good viewing experience than make an extra, whatever a month.
So that's the money half of the blueprint. The mansion, the supercar, the optimization strategy. But the blueprint isn't only about money. The other half of the blueprint is relevancy. The streaming world has a short memory, and the way you fight that is by staying in the conversation. Podcasts, events, collabs, it all comes down to the same idea. Stand next to someone bigger than you, and you get to share some of their spotlight. Well, if you thought he was underperforming on the money side of the blueprint, just listen to this. In 3 years as one of the biggest streamers on the planet, he's done exactly one traditional collab. Jinxie.
What's the furthest you've ever traveled?
Florida, and that was one time to go to Jinxie's house.
And that collab is, almost word for word, the only existing footage of CaseOh outside of his own house.
My friend brought this up yesterday to me when we were chilling. He said it's crazy that
By the way, that was one of the most entertaining streams I've ever watched as well.
Jinxie has the only recorded footage of me outside of my own stream setup. Like, he's the only one that's got me out of my room.
Matter of fact, it was the first time he'd ever left the state he was
Did you say matter?
born in.
So this is the first time you've ever been out of Florida or out of Arkansas? My bad. Wow.
It's just, I don't know, I be getting homesick. I get away from home for too long. I'm just, man, I don't know.
Over the last 3 years, CaseOh has won 5 different awards.
And the streamer award goes to
CaseOh.
CaseOh.
He hasn't shown up to a single one in person.
Mr. Beast tweeted you? Oh yeah, I talked to him. Yeah, I can't even go on a Mr. Beast video due to fear of airplanes. Ain't that bad, chat?
According to the blueprint, all of those things just come with the
I feel that, bro. Airplanes are scary, bro. I actually feel that. I would genuinely rather drive somewhere or go on a train, bro. I'd rather go on a train. Bro, I do not like airplanes.
territory of being in the top 1%. But CaseOh is avoiding all of it. And when you stack it all up, not going to award shows, turning down the collabs, even the fact that he's only left the state of Arkansas once, you start to wonder if there's more to it than just not caring.
Chat, I didn't tell y'all this, bro. When I was changing setups to go from the trap house into the trailer, I was literally a mental wreck for a week straight. Because I don't know if anybody else has this, but dude, I have some form of horrific OCD that I've had for years, that if something even minor changes, I'm gonna die.
You see, OCD is one of the most misunderstood conditions out there. People hear the word and picture someone who just likes things clean and organized. And while that can be a part of it, that's not exactly what it is. At its core, OCD is anxiety. For CaseOh, moving into a new house meant moving into an environment that was full of variables his brain hadn't had the chance to map out yet.
Like when I take my hat off and put it on the counter, same spot every night. If it goes in a different spot, I'm dead.
Everything
Bro, I didn't realize until I think somebody in my family has this, and it was passed on. Bro, I have similar things where it's if the little thing is out of place, I start to get anxious. I actually get anxious. It's just so weird. Bro, it actually makes me oh my gosh. And I feel your brain hurts, bro. Your brain hurts. I didn't realize I had this till I realized it was, I don't know who was my family, but my mom or dad, it was passed down. It's awful.
becomes unpredictable, and for someone with OCD, an unpredictable environment is one thing that can't be controlled. Each unknown stacks on top of the last until his brain is sent into overdrive.
Chad, here's some lore for you. Every time I would leave to work in the morning, I would go outside my house, and I would have to check that my doorknob was locked 37 times.
Me too. Yo, no, I'm not even kidding. I do this so many times. That's crazy he says that. I always make sure I'm like locked 1, locked 2, like locked 3, locked 4, locked 1, locked 2, locked 3, locked 4. Like, bro.
I would have to start my drive to work, take a block back around to my house, and check it another 11 times. And then I could go to work.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which explains why his setup has barely changed over the years. It's one of the places where his brain already knows the answers to all the questions. It's his rules at his pace, all in an environment that makes him most comfortable. But that need for predictability doesn't stay contained to his house. It follows him everywhere.
I went out in public 3 times in a row. I got recognized all 3 times. I never went outside again, bro. Like, some people, bro, came up like, hey, yo, can I get a picture? Everybody started looking. I'm like, oh, man, dude, I was about to pass out, man.
Outside of that room, he controls nothing. Who's around him, how they got there, whether
that's actually, like, that's the scary part, bro. Like, because, like, you hope everybody's nice, but you really never know who's going to come up to you. Like, it genuinely could be, like, a weird experience.
Someone grabs his shoulder before he sees it coming. None of it is up to him.
I don't go out in public. I don't. Never.
When he's at home, it's easier to manage because, well, he's
That's
in
a fire hoodie.
his own house. But in public, there's no way to make the unknown stop. It's not only uncomfortable, but also insanely overwhelming.
You would have a better chance of actually winning the Powerball lottery than ever seeing me in public. That's how rare it is. No joke.
The blueprint says the path forward revolves around a constant state of evolution.
The more you change, the newer things are, the more excited people are to watch. But for CaseOh, that path has never really been accessible the same way it is for everyone else. And yet, here he is.
Crazy how CaseOh benches 450. He probably benches at least 600 minimum.
Is.
Literally almost 1,000 away from 10 million. Say it ain't so. This is a moment in history? No, this is a moment in history.
Behind everything, the awards, the numbers, the journey from a rice mill to the number 3 spot on Twitch, almost nothing has actually changed.
You definitely gonna do this full time? Hey, I hope so, CJ. That'd be a dream come true for you, boy, man. Maybe my parents don't have to work no more either. That'd be a dream come true too, bro.
He's been grounded in the fact that streaming was never about being the very best. It was always about building a life worth living, for himself and for the people he loves.
Wait, Mom, we're about to hit 10 million. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Oh my goodness.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. We about to hit 10 million!
I gotta turn this off. Come on.
No way we're actually about to hit it. We hit 10 million, baby! Let's go! 10 million on YouTube!
His mom was there before any of this made sense.
She brought me some balloons in here! Yo! She brought me some balloons! Balloons!
You can't see it!
Get a pose in there with it.
Before all of the awards and money, before tens of thousands of people were waiting for him to go live, she was the only one who pushed him to try streaming in the first place.
That's a dadgum diamond play button! You've had this? What? It wouldn't be possible without y'all, Chad. And you know who else it wouldn't be possible without? My mom. Come stand in front of the camera. Look at that!
Damn.
And his dad, the man who spent his whole life doing the kind of work nobody claps for.
My dad, for example, like, dude, his whole life just working. He's had multiple back surgeries, multiple wrist surgeries, multiple foot surgeries, all from just working his whole life.
The man he watched and worked alongside with do it with no complaints.
I worked with my dad, and we were both maintenance men. Maintenance ain't easy work. You know, you're crawling under sinks, you're changing.
Hey, bro. Thank you for the 2 months, man. That's crazy. 2 months already? That's actually insane. I love you, bro. I hope everything's going well. For real. This video's got me emotional now. This video's got me emotional, bro. This is like sentimental video, bro. I hope everything's going well, for real, man.
In faucets, you're crawling up in attics.
Made 36K yesterday.
You know, all that, just nasty.
The same man that taught him how to work was eventually the one who told him to quit his regular job and do what he loved.
I remember the night we hit 5,000.
That's
I was
insane.
like, all right, tomorrow I'm gonna call my boss. I remember I got him to call because I was scared. Like, hey, boss, you know, I'm playing video games for a living, but it'd sound better coming from my dad because, you know, my dad was essentially like his right-hand man.
Yep.
But yeah.
So when streaming became a reality, he made sure that the two people who spent their lives building him up never had to work again.
What has been like the most fulfilling thing that you've run into in your career?
Just that everybody gets to chill.
Yeah.
And they have to get away from the jobs they hated and everything like that, and we can all just chill and do this. That's the best thing. I'm not gonna say they're retired because you know they don't want to just chill and do nothing. They do a lot of stuff for me. Like my dad, if I need something to go get or something, he goes and gets it. My mom handles all the background, like all of it.
If you ask Case, that's the whole story right there. In a world where overnight success has a way of quietly hollowing people out, CaseOh never let any of it change him.
The only thing I want to be is a place for people to go for 4 hours a night, forget about life, you know, crack some jokes, you know, have a good time, and just chill out.
And that's why this story isn't over. CaseOh has already crossed the line that mattered the most. He turned his dream into real life. He helped his family stop working. He became the place he always wanted to be for others. So whatever happens next is just the icing on the cake.
Damn, bro, real.
I've been dreaming of this since I was a kid, bro. Y'all for real low-key making dreams come true, bro.
Picture your biggest dream right now. I want everybody to picture it in your mind. Close your eyes. If you're not closing your eyes with me, this is not going to work. Everybody close their eyes. Picture this. You are sitting there at your setup. Maybe you're sitting there on a basketball court, baseball field, a soccer pitch, a football field, and you see yourself there. And you're doing what you love. And you won the championship. Maybe the championship, maybe the Super Bowl, maybe the finals, maybe the World Series, maybe the World Cup. Maybe even you hit your goal of viewers and all these people are spamming W's, laughing, having fun. It's doable. If you can picture it, it's doable. Nothing is impossible.